months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, man.
For bond conditions.
Don't worry about it. Because we're monitoring him for no alcohol.
Yes, Judge.
Right.
Judge, you said no firearms or weapons?
Yeah. No alcohol, no drugs, random UAs, no contact, no going back to the house in question. I think that's it. Ms. Okafor, I have your client in the box. So if you want to do PC, you have an arraignment, right?
Yes.
So let me just do this and we can get you, okay? What's the name?
Guidry on
Got
page
it.
7.
All right, good morning, Ms. Guidry. Ms. Guidry, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, man.
Yes, Judge. On December 7th, 2024, at approximately 2:35 a.m., the officer conducted a traffic stop on the defendant's vehicle after observing it stopped at a light with the right turn indicator on, but the vehicle not moving. The light cycled 2 more times to green, but the vehicle did not move. Upon making contact with the vehicle, the officer observed the defendant, the driver, and a passenger to both be asleep, and the passenger had an open liquor container on her lap. The vehicle was in drive, and the defendant's foot was on the brake pedal. The defendant eventually woke up after continuous attempts to wake the defendant and the passenger. The officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage on the defendant's breath and person. The defendant admitted to drinking 3 Hurricanes and 2 Amarettos, and standard field sobriety tests were performed. HGN 4 out of 6, walk and turn 7 out of 8, one leg stand 4 out of 4. The GIC was read and the defendant consented to breath. The results were 0.107 and 0.103.
Got it. Ms. Guidry, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Does she have a Texas driver license?
It's eligible, Your Honor.
Okay. You're not allowed to drive unless you have liability insurance in your name. This is a condition of your bond. If you violate these conditions, then you will go to jail. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You will be randomly tested. Likewise, you test positive for drugs or alcohol, illegal drugs or alcohol. It's not going to go well. Do you understand, ma'am?
Yes.
Tell me, what do you do for a living?
I am a CPA.
You're a CPA. How much money do you make a month?
How much money I make a month?
Uh-huh.
I want to say like 8. I'm not.
8,000?
Yeah, I'm not.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
Are you 8,000 a month? Are you kidding me? That's amazing. What are you talking about?
But this is
You're
embarrassing.
killing it. No, it's all right. Look, let's not say it again any further. You need a lawyer to represent you, okay? We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. We'll get you with Felicia for your bond conditions. You really make that kind of money, Mom? Doing that?
Exactly. I'm aiming to
Oh,
something, but almost.
let me, you work full-time?
No.
Can you afford a lawyer?
I can.
Okay, we'll give you time. If you ever have any issues, come back, talk to us, and then we can always go further, whether you need an appointed lawyer or not. Okay? So I'm just, communication is key. I need you to talk to me, and then we can, if you need, we can appoint your lawyer if you have any problems out there. Okay? All right.
Thank you.
So understand this, though. There's a lot of timing requirements with the DWI. So don't wait. Get on it quick. Okay?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Page 8, Jimenez, come on up. Page 8, Jimenez.
Nani?
Is that you?
It's my dad. It's my dad, sir.
Where is Vladimir Jimenez?
My detention center, sir. I did.
So you,
I did hire a lawyer, sir. She's supposed to be in contact with you. Miss Esther. Esther?
Mr. What?
I don't know, I just have.
You have a-
Apparently the dad is the one that's on the docket and this is the daughter trying to say he's in a detention center somewhere.
Right, so we,
But it's, yeah.
just, let's do this. I'm gonna readdress this in a little bit. Let's see if your lawyer, is your lawyer supposed to come here today?
No, she can't. We've been talking all week and she said that this was too on top of her schedule, so she
Okay, so let's
can't.
do this. Just, I'm gonna have you take a seat. we'll come back in a little bit and we'll figure out how to go forward. Do you know how to look at the,
I can see if they're.
if not, I'll do it in a bit. You know, once we do, I'll look to see if we can find him online, if he's in, ICE. Ms. Okafor, are you ready? Hey, can we do Miss? Okay, so you have Miss Adams, right?
Mhm.
Okay, come up, ma'am.
Is she in the jury box because she was late?
No,
Oh,
no,
oh, just for a ring. Okay.
she's not in trouble. No one's,
All
in-
right.
I just wanted to make sure that we had her, we don't lose her. Hi. Shall we dance? All right, so Miss Adams, you are charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. The officer was dispatched to a gas station in Harris County, Texas, in response to a welfare check. Upon arrival, the officers noticed the defendant's vehicle with a flat tire and front right bumper damage, with the defendant asleep, laying backwards in the driver's seat. The officer observed that the vehicle was off, but the keys were in the ignition. While officers were investigating, the defendant began to wake up, and the officer observed the defendant reach into her back seat. The officer opened the door and began asking the defendant how the vehicle damage occurred. The defendant stated she did not know. The officer asked for the defendant's license, and when he received it, there was vomit on it. The officer also observed vomit on the side of the door and an odor of an alcoholic beverage. Officers asked the defendant where she was coming from, and the defendant stated she left Uptown Lounge at approximately 3 a.m. and pulled into the gas station after noticing her tire was flat. The defendant admitted to having one mixed drink at the bar, and upon an inventory search of the vehicle, the officer found car keys on the back seat and more vomit in the center console. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 6 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The DIC was read and breath was consented to. The results were 0.097 and 0.095.
Okay. Do you want to say anything?
I mean, I guess the only thing that I wanted to add or just emphasize for the court that she pulled over to a public place. The car technically was off, right?
What time did the officers arrive?
And her breathalyzer was very low.
It was 8:25 hours.
So 8
a.m.
or is that 8 a.m.?
I believe it's 8 a.m. Your Honor. Yes, Your
She
Honor.
pulled into a public place because, I mean, her tire was flat. So at that time,
She didn't remember how that occurred.
that's based off what the officer says, but we haven't listened to
This
this.
is PC.
Yeah, so.
The officer also did see the keys in the ignition. I just want to emphasize that.
Say that again?
He did witness like the keys being in the ignition when he approached.
But you said the keys were in the back trunk.
They
He
found
said he saw the defendant reach behind into the back seat while he was conducting his investigation. But when he first approached the vehicle, the keys were in the ignition. I confirmed that with the officer yesterday. And it's on body cam.
If you find something later on, come back to me and we can have a hearing over it. I'm gonna find probable cause for now, Miss Adams. Don't drink, don't use any illegal drugs. I'm making that a condition of your bond. Please, man, okay? Any prior DWIs? Alex?
This is her first case, Your Honor.
Okay, so you've got a great lawyer. She's relentless. Listen to her. She'll take care of you. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your parents. And she'll tell you if and when you have to come back to court, okay? I'm gonna have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll just have you get with your bond conditions with Felicia and then you're free to go, man. All right, be careful, man. Yeah, she has a license, yeah. Okay. All right, good morning, Ms. Torres.
Morning, Your Honor.
And you are wanted out of the state of Colorado for assault 3. Are you waiting formal extradition, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is for the 14 days. You understand, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So she has a local hold. She's charged with endangering a child here. And so it's set out in March. We'll pick a time in January when Abel already has another setting to just check.
She has
in.
not made bond on that case?
That bond term is 50,000 as well.
Okay, so
I was trying to see when Abel has.
So you're familiar with the process. I'm sure you explained that the typical requirement for that other state to come get you is basically told while you have not made bond on that case. Once a bond is made, at that point, that's when the time starts ticking for Colorado to come get you.
Yes,
Okay,
Your Honor.
so I guess we'll just, and I think she has other out of county holds too, right?
I want to make sure I have it right. I think I saw another hold, but
I see out of La Plata. Oh, no, wait, that's
but
Colorado.
she has an out-of-county potential engaging organized criminal activity. She also has an immigration hold. So obviously those other two, I don't know what the other, I don't know what the other county is, but that hold was placed at the same time this fugitive case was filed.
Oh, wow.
Okay, all right. Well, regardless, man, we wish you the best of luck, okay? Thank you.
January 6th.